Hi, welcome to Go with Yin Yoga, and today's Earth Element Yin Yoga practice that is going to help you calm anxiety is going to get into your hips for sure, as well as your quads and your knees. And the intention that I'm offering to you is to calm anxiety, and also I'm calling it Self-Care September. I don't know if I did that last year. Maybe it sounds familiar, but we're doing it again this year. Today we are going to be holding poses for longer than I normally do them on my videos, for the simple fact that I have found the sweet spot for most people online seems to be about 20 to 30 minutes. So we're only doing a couple poses basically. They're going to be held for 5 minutes. Feel free to come in and out as you need to. If you really find yourself like gripping your mat or fidgeting, can't stay still, you may need to come out briefly and then get back into the pose. Make sure you have any props you need to make this practice comfortable for you. I have a bolster here. I'm definitely going to suggest having one. You can also use rolled up blankets. Come into a easy seated position. We're going to do a short centering, which just means we're going to ground, we're going to let go what came before, and we're going to be present to what comes right here, right now. So come into an easy seated position for you and take your hands to your heart and just breathe. And because the holds are longer, I'm going to give you a little bit of information during the holds as well. Take your attention to your breathing, noticing how it feels. No judgments. Just how does it feel right now? Can you feel your heart beating underneath your hands? This is a great way to ground. Maybe you want to even move from sit bone to sit bone to find a nice centered position with a tall spine. And other ways to ground are getting your feet on the ground, going outside and walking barefoot. Now, I don't do that too much in my backyard because we have big pine trees and we have ants. And it's not always terribly comfortable. And of course we have bandit. Even though I keep the yard picked up, you just never know. So that's another way you can be very grounded. The Bhu Mudra, which I used in last week's video, very, very simple, where you take your pinky and your ring fingers, curl them in towards your thumb, the other two come out into a peace sign, and you plug yourself into the ground wherever you are. I particularly like that one. And also the stomach calming points that I also shared in the Earth Element masterclass from last week. I think that's last week. No, it's a few weeks ago, but it's going to be, you can link up here if you're interested in that. And very, very simple. Take your fingers lightly to your cheekbones underneath the pupils of your eyes. And this can also ground you and help you to release anxiety. Okay, open your eyes if you've closed them. Let your hands come down. Go ahead and face the short end of your mat and grab your bolster. We'll see if Bandit lets me do this. It's okay, buddy. I'm going to turn this way. Take your one leg, bring it parallel to the short end of your bolster, bend your knee. The other leg, also bend your knee. Thigh comes out straight from your hip. So you're basically, the front leg has the foot resting on the knee, and the back leg is bent or can be straight behind you. I don't have the room, quite frankly. And I'm going to readjust my bolster just a little bit. And this is Deer Pose, a variation of Deer Pose. And I'm just going to drape myself over the bolster and begin to allow myself to relax. I want to share this quote with you. Self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. And Katie Reed is a person who said that. Definitely really resonated with me. There were many years where it was the rest of me recently. I also want to say, as I share just a couple of self-care practices further on in our practice, yes, you have the time. These things do not take a long amount of time. A minute, 5 minutes tops, some of them. And if you don't take the time now, probably your body at some point is going to force you to take more time. Remember, if you need to, come out of the pose briefly and come back in, maybe at a more shallow edge. Last couple of breaths here. And then slowly take your palms of your hands back towards your body. Press into them to bring your torso upright. Go ahead and take your legs out a little wider than hip width apart. And allow your knees to fall from one side and over to the other side. Allowing any tension that's built up to be released. And let's go ahead, and come into our second side. The other leg, taking the hip towards at the end of your bolster. Knee is bent. I know you can't see me real well. And your back leg. Thigh is coming out straight from the hip. Knee is bent. I've got my foot almost up to the calf because I have no room to put it. You can have that leg straight back, the calf straight back, and the foot flex. And then go ahead and drape yourself over your bolster on this side and just let go. The last couple of breaths here. And go ahead and take the palms to your mat and slide them back towards your body. Press into those palms to bring yourself upright. You're going to swing around, and once again, bend your knees. Take the soles of your feet to your mat, a little bit more than hip width apart, and then allow the knees to fall to one side and then to the other, allowing any muscular tension that's built up in that long hold. You're doing a great job to, again, release. All right. Now you may want to keep your bolster for our next pose. I'm going to set it off to the side. We're going to do Sleeping Swan, which I will show you in just a moment. And there's also a video above me that has variations. And one of those variations will be a simple figure 4, which you could also do at the wall if I had a wall here, where you're laying on your back. Your knees are bent. One foot comes over one bent knee, and the other knee comes out to the side. And you could be pressing against the wall. That's usually accessible to most bodies. Remember, we are going to be holding for about 5 minutes. So for sleeping swan, come into a tabletop position. Go ahead and step one foot forward. Really doesn't matter which. We're going to do both sides. Take your hands on either side of about shoulder width apart. And then begin to just heel toe that front foot over. Knee bends out towards the side. Your chin does not need to be parallel to the short end of your mat. Absolutely not. And because we're holding it for a longer amount of time, I'm going to start upright like this. And I may not get very far down because of bandit. But start slowly. Allow your body to relax into the pose. And I'm going to share one of my very favorite ways to practice self-care. Sometimes where I live, it's difficult because weather can be harsh. We get lots of snow, we get lots of wind, it's cold, it's icy, during the winter, obviously. And the summers are not a gem either. They're hot, they're humid. But getting out into nature, absolutely, really, it's so important to me. When my mom was still here and I was going back and forth every other week, I would stop on the way there or back and I would walk. Sometimes I'd go to a preserve, sometimes a botanical garden if I was lucky. But I needed those stops. It was a very emotional and draining time, and I really needed those stops. But right about now, you may want to come down to your forearms. I have bandit, so I can't do that. It's okay, bud. It's okay. Thank you, sweetie. And if the bent leg, if the hip is way far away from your mat, you can always roll up a blanket and place it underneath, maybe a block. And give it something so that you can relax into it and allow your muscles to relax. You can have your elbows bent out to either side and your head on top of your hands. I do like to do that. I have bandit in the way, so right now that's not happening. Last couple of breaths here. And slightly rock over towards the straight leg. Uncurl that bent leg and take both legs straight out behind you. And then bend your knees. And again, allow the knees to fall, the legs to fall to either side. And then let's go ahead and push back into that tabletop position. Step the opposite leg forwards. Heel toe that foot over towards the side. Knee bends. As you can see, for me, or maybe you can't see, but for me on this side, my foot comes in much closer to my body. So that's really normal to have one side be tighter than the other, and opposite leg comes straight out behind you. And starting upright. So another great way to practice self-care. You may be already doing some of this, but not all of this. So one of it is just to drink a beverage. Hot, cold, sort of doesn't matter. According to Ayurveda, ice cold drinks are not the best for your digestive system. And so for the most part, I do try to stay away from them. Regular room temperature water is fine. Tea is great. Again, caffeinated beverages are considered to be too stimulating. Luckily for me, I don't like coffee and I don't drink coffee. But if you do, you do you. But what I'm suggesting here is that instead of just grabbing it and drinking it in the car or just slurping it down, take 5 minutes. It's literally all that it takes. Drink your drink. Don't look at your phone. Don't watch TV. Don't read. Just enjoy your drink. Now, I am as guilty as the next person of reading while I'm enjoying my tea. So this morning, I practiced what I preached. And it's really helpful to just wrap your hands around a mug. Feel that warmth coming from that mug. Closing your eyes. Just taking a few minutes to let yourself be still, be calm. Right about now, you may want to come down towards your forearms if you don't have a dog in front of you on your mat. But hey, I know dogs love to do yoga with people. So that's my other self-care tip for today. There will be lots more during this month. It's very simple ones for the most part. And if you did regular sleeping swan on the other side, but you found it was too difficult to stay in for 5 minutes, you might want to do in figure 4. You're going to get the same stretch. Well, you're going to get the same benefits. And last couple of breaths here. And then this time rock towards the bent knee. And straighten that leg out. Slowly come onto your stomach, bend your knees, and again, let your feet fall from side to side. So this is supine windshield wipers. Let's get a little movement back into those hips. 5 minutes is a long time to hold these poses. And from there, you can choose to stay down on your stomach, maybe in crocodile pose with your elbows out to either side and your head on top of your hands, but that's not comfortable for everybody. So otherwise, you can take your palms near your shoulders, press into the palms to bring yourself upright, and then turn yourself around and come into Savasana on your back. I am going to keep time for you as you relax into your Savasana. You are, if no one's told you that today, you are doing a fantastic job. I wanted to share again the quote that I shared at the beginning of this practice. Self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you. It's so, so true. So, so hard. I get it. Trust me, I get it. It can be really, really hard. But we're not doing anyone in our lives any favors if we are snapping at them because we are so tired. If we can't do anything because we are so tired. Do the best you can to take care of yourself. Now is a great time to think back to any intention you may have set at the beginning of this practice. This practice helps you strengthen your hips, your quads, and your knees. And it should help, I hope, to calm any anxiety you may be feeling. Feel free to stay in your Savasana for as long as feels right in your body. Maybe if you're staying longer, go ahead and click the pause button. But if you do need to move out into the rest of your day, notice everywhere your body is being held by the earth. Feel very safe, very secure. Begin to take deeper breaths, allowing yourself to come back into this moment right here, right now. And in your own way and in your own time, make your way to a seated upright position. Inhale, bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart. Take your thumbs into your heart center. Fingers point up towards the sky and slightly bow your head over your hands. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be free from pain and suffering. And may you always be the best of you. Nice inhale and exhale. Allow the hands to fall into the lap or thighs. And slowly blink your eyes open, taking in your mat and then the rest of the room. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, you are awesome. Truly, for taking this time. So this is absolutely one way to practice self-care. Let me know if you have any suggestions for self-care for other people. You can drop that into the comments. If one of the two ways that I shared, getting out into nature, drinking a beverage without any distractions, no TV, no phone, no music, just you and your beverage, allowing yourself to go inside. Right about now, a couple of practices should pop up around here. One is a vlog on how Yin Yoga can help you with anxiety and depression. And the other is a meditation to decrease anxiety. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead and click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe and click the bell if you'd like to practice with me again.